So I will nominate. I will nominate Clemens. Clemens is looking on. So
Hello?
yeah, yeah, we can hear you, Clemens.
Yeah, so this week's personal wins, I would say that it was taking care of myself. I went for a barber after like 2 months without shaving. So trust me, it was not easy. It was not easy to get time, but I would consider it as a personal win. So thank you. I would like to nominate Joshua. Joshua, did you?
Yeah, yeah, I was the one who nominated you. I
Oh, okay.
nominated you.
Let me nominate David David.
Hello everyone. So for my personal win for this week, yeah, finally I managed to finalize the contract. That's a big win because everyone is asking for that. So I can say it's a big win, and I managed to send to some of our staff. That's one a good win. The other one is I managed to celebrate with Mascar with my family after long time. I have seen extended family, so it's a big win for me. For the next one, let me check the list and I'm gonna. Okay. Belkis from. Belkis, yeah. Belkis, yes. From Line.
Sorry, Dave, who did you nominate?
Belkis. She's from Line.
Can you nominate another person?
Okay, now Mamara. Now Mamara from Remote Education.
Okay. Thank you, Dave. So my win for this week. Okay, I guess I gave a lecture on shortest path algorithm. So I completely forgotten about the topic. So the fact that I managed to revise the concept for the lecture, I would count it as a win. So yeah, that's pretty much it for on my end. Let me nominate Muscana.
All right, thank you, Naho. So for me, personal win this week is that I was trying to finalize some documentation for the relocation. I can say uh, it's almost complete, and I consider that as a win because it took some time. Yeah, and that's a win for me. And should I nominate or are we good?
One more person, please.
Barnabas.
Am I audible to?
Yes.
Okay. For my personal win, okay. There are a couple of things that I remember. The first one would be I was able to complete a process that I was trying to finish for almost 2 weeks inside the registrar, and I was able to complete it, and I'm really happy. And beside that, yeah, I was trying to do. I have been trying to do some personal research on some things, especially on academics, and I was able to understand one thing that was bugging me since I was a teen, which was the mathematical understanding of general theory of relativity. And yeah, because I'm currently trying to study differential geometry or tensor calculus, I was able to finally understand or find the intuitive representation of the entire idea. at least the introductory part, and I'm really happy for that. Beside that, I think the week was pretty normal. We were able to complete one most important algorithmic paradigm with our students, which is dynamic programming, and I'm really happy for that. Yeah, I think these are my wins, Naj. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Barnabas, and everyone who has shared us their personal wins. Let's move to the next part of the meeting, which is organizational updates. And I don't think Embry is here, so we should probably move to the next one, which is HR updates, and it will be presented by David.
Hello. So, like I said earlier, me, Emre, and Clement have one review, and I sent the first draft for first batch who gonna get to on so I'm expecting the comments and comments get to me. Update the comment and get back to you, and you have an official contract for the next win for this, which is we managed to collect our documents needed for location, yellow card as well as police clearance. One more thing it's needed is you have to make an official, mixed official your police clearance. Nardos is going to help me on this process since I don't go there. Nardos is the one going out this, so she's going to help me on this process. The next one is we have some staff who left A2SV, so we have to make another screening, another recruitment. So me and Clement conduct interview and screening. So we don't have any new hires the coming 2 or 3 weeks, either from Ethiopia or Rwanda. We're going to have new hires. And the last one is we are planning to pay the flight ticket, so we're going to have unofficial date for election to Rwanda. It's going to be on October 10, so officially we're going to announce that once we make the payments. For the next week, plan is to finalize distributing it at A2SV Rwanda contracts. So I think I sent only 13 or 14 contracts. For the rest of the teams, we're going to receive your contracts starting from Monday. Or before that, some free time on weekend, I'm going to distribute it. If not, I'm going to send it to you on Monday before lunch. Do you have any question or anything or have? If not, this is from my end. And Natos can help me on that to the exact location for to make time for make official the police clearance in the process.
Okay, so if you don't have any questions, let me talk about the authentication part. So after you receive the police clearance from the forensic office, you need to go to your Ubudai office and authenticate the paper so that it will be valid when it goes outside of Ethiopia. Can you mute yourself, please? Yeah. So anyone who has a question? Okay. Any updates on the tickets, Dave? Dave, this question is for you.
Okay. I'm going to receive the tickets tonight. First, the last thing changed from our staff there some 2 or 3 individuals. Okay. We are planning to receive that. How about now?
Can you speak?
Yeah. Okay. We're planning to payment is tonight, so we're going to receive it by end of today, or we're going to receive it tomorrow in the morning. Either way, tomorrow or today, we're going to receive the flight ticket and we're going to announce the exact dates.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other question?
There are no other questions, I think. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's move to the next one. Thank you, Dave, for the updates. The next one is Ethiopian education updates, and it will be presented by Barnabas.
Okay, Nardi, thanks. Starting from our win, we were able to complete bottom-up dynamic programming lecture. This is the final part of our DP lecture that we originally planned. It had two parts, top-down DP and bottom-up DP. And top-down DP was given last week. There were two lectures for it. And finally, we were able to finish the last part of dynamic programming bottom-up DP on Monday. And alongside with that, we have decided to create a new track in our progress track in A2SV Hub to help our students master this entire technique, dynamic programming, specifically bottom-up dynamic programming technique. And that track is going to have at least 26 problems, which is going to help our students master almost every common variant that there is for DP, specifically for bottom-up. And our students are going to be finishing that track probably by early next week, and we are going to be having some assessment regarding the performance of our students in that track. And the other one is we were able to give how to operate session in this topic, bottom-up DP. There are some challenging patterns that our students need to master, like using bottom-up DP alongside bit manipulation or bitwise operation, and that's a challenging task sometimes, and we were able to cover patterns like that and other important patterns too in our auto operate session. And following that, pair programming session also were held, where our students are going to be given 2 or 3 problems with gradually increasing difficulty, and they are going to be paired in 2 or 3 groups, and they are going to be solving those problems by themselves. And we were able to hold that session, and more or less the session was very effective. And the other win that we have is numerics 1. For the first part, the lecture preparation has been completed, the slide review, the rehearsals and everything, and we are ready to deliver that lecture next week. And plan that we had, it was making strong application session. We were not able to complete this, or we were not able to do this because in our original plan, where we were planning to have resume polishing session first, and after we have that, making a strong application session was going to be held. But because the date for resume polishing session was postponed for today, we were not able to have this session. But we will have this session next week after numerics lecture, probably on Wednesday. And the other one, which is currently on progress, is resume polishing session. This session is going to be given today by 6 p.m. and our CEO Emre Varol is going to be leading it. And after having this important session where our students are going to be learning about how they can prepare their CV or resume in appropriate manner to land opportunities in top tech companies, we will be sharing an important sheet with our students, which have resources on how they can prepare their resumes beside the session that they will be having, and also some important resumes of past experience we were able to secure job opportunities in top tech companies. And also in that sheet, we will try to track the progress of our students in iterative manner, where we are going to be reviewing the resumes of our students, and we are going to be giving them feedback, and we are going to continue this cycle for some iteration. And finally, we will be able to refine their resumes by this continuous feedback process. And yeah, this session is going to be held today by 6 p.m. And if there are G6 students that are looking at this announcement, please let's be there on that session and attend. And the other one is finalizing the 17th round of 101s. This is almost complete. The reason why I didn't make it green is we still have some days left, like Saturday and Sunday to finally complete it, and it will be complete by this week, and we can proceed to the next round of one-on-ones our next week. Okay, going to our plans. The first plan that we have is conducting numerics 1 lecture. This lecture is going to be given on Monday next week, and after that, making strong application session is going to be given. But before that, sorry, I swapped the order. LinkedIn profile optimization session also going to be given after our students optimize their important social media profiles like LinkedIn and also their GitHub portfolios. We will be having the making strong application session with our senior members and higher ups in phase 3. After that, our students will be ready to apply for top tier companies. And the other plan that we have is to start the 18th round of one-on-ones with our students. This is the wins and plans that we have for the 16% education Ethiopia. If you guys have any questions, feel free to raise it and I will be answering.
Okay, if there are no questions, let's move. The next update is remote education updates, and it will be presented by now.
Right. Thank you, Natas. So for G6 education, our wins were we gave lecture on shortest path algorithm. The lecture was given for all the groups. The lecture recordings have already been made. In addition to that, we did conduct a how to approach session on shortest path algorithm problem. The head showed them how they would solve that particular problem. And then we have already prepared a student LinkedIn and resume review tracking sheet. And yeah, the heads will be using the sheet to keep track of the students' LinkedIn and resume. We'll be using it to add comments for their LinkedIn and resume as well. Last week, we gave them, we had a session on LinkedIn and resume, like best practices, things like that. So this is a follow-up task for that. In addition to that, we'll be having the usual contest on Saturday. That's why it's marked yellow, and we'll be continuing the 14th round of one-on-ones. So those are the wins. For the plans, we will be giving a lecture on advanced string algorithm next week. Of course, usual weekly contests will be held as well, and we will be able to finalize the 14th round of one-on-ones and hopefully start the 15th round of one-on-ones on that week as well. And heads will try to finalize the students' LinkedIn and resume review process by next week as well. So when we move to G6, second year education updates, so tests for wave components have been currently working on phone-based authentication and adding product endpoints. So these were action items. These were that's why they have been moved to this week. So next week they will be trying to complete this tasks, and that's what they have as this plan. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free, because those are the updates for G6 and G5. Yeah, remote education.
Okay, thank you now for the updates on remote education. If there are no questions, let's move to the next one, which is marketing updates, and I will be presenting it. Let's start with the wins, and we will continue to the plans. For the wins, we've completed the GPT-5 integration announcement follow-up post, but it hasn't been posted yet. It's waiting for an approval. And we've posted our Monday motivation post for A2SV community. We've also finalized the in-person education updates post, and it's also waiting for approval, and it will be posted once it's approved. And we've also completed a strategy to make our upcoming impact video viral and reach more important people. And we've also completed research on relevant platforms for all of our core days, instead of having each and every core day in every social media platform. It will be based if there are relevant platforms chosen, and each core dev will be active on that. And we've also completed the pregnancy and mental health post, and it has been posted on Monday as well. And we've completed the Friday tips post, and it's waiting for approval. And the project highlight on Master project is also waiting for a review and global placement, talent placement map as well. And for IQ, we're designing a promo post and still waiting for approval. When we come to the plans, we will be having a post on two posts for Escalate. It is a global talent placement map and Masar project highlights. And we plan to post the impact video next week as well as IKEA promotion post and AfroChat and the A2SV in-person education updates. So this is it for the marketing updates. Let's continue to the next update. It's the core dev updates, and the first one is Dime, and it will be presented by Cabron.
Eco. Okay, so hello guys. I will present Dime. So for this week, our win was deploying the notification implementation on the cloud and also begin unit testing for K-Wave app applications and features. And we have some issue related to microservice deployment, and we figured that out, and we are able to resolve that issue, but it's not completed yet. So after that, we improved exchange rate sorting, multi-bank spend support, and also transaction fixes. And the notification UI also updated as recommended. And also we are able to increase 4% test coverage for the notification UI updates and user stage bug fixes. And as a plan, we plan to finalize and stabilize the microservice redeployments and also begin integration with the new backend deployment for both web and the mobile app. And finally, complete the web app documentation for new engineers and enhance test coverage on both mobile and web and also backend side. So that's our plan for the next week. That's all about that.
Okay, thank you, Cabron. If there are no questions, let's move to the next update. And it's adult, and it will be presented by Ayana.
Okay, so thank you, Nardos. So from our wins, there were tests failing that were decreasing our test coverage on backend, and we managed to fix all of them. And also, we added refresh token functionality to Doctor App. Also, we created social media post about mental health during pregnancy. Also, Dr. Fistum was reviewing the current questions on our platform. And for logout functionality on Doctor App and release a new iOS version incorporating the recent changes and bug fixes. We are working on them, and hopefully we will finish them next week. And our plan for next week is to add logout functionality on Doctor App and also release new iOS version that will have recent changes and bug fixes. And also we will work on social media posts about hypertension during pregnancy, and also continue reviewing quiz questions we have so far. And last week, Dr. Fisum was did absolutely a brilliant job on that. And this week, we planned to work together on that. And also, we plan to fix bug related to Kenya Rwanda language translation. So if there is any question.
Thank you, Ayana, for the updates. Let's continue to the next core Dave, which is Akil, and it will be presented by Yusuf.
Thank you, Nardos. I'm gonna present you about I'm gonna present you our weekly wins and plans in Akil. Starting from the wins, first we have fixed the bugs in the issues and also improved both the UI and the content of our the landing page for Masar. And we have also included a dashboard and statistics for each opportunity on the organization side. This is also on Hopay. And also we have continued back in testing the for user profile routes because there are a few features that we are going to implement, especially on user profile or applicant profile. So we have tested the routes for our user profiles, and also we have fixed the issues for our AI resume score. It was not working properly during the weekdays, and we have finally fixed the issues, and it's now working fine. And we have also added a feature that will show the number of applicants are applied for a specific opportunity, so that the users can get the idea of can get the idea of how many how many applicants applied for that specific job. And also we have implemented multiple notes for one representative, so that we can have multiple notes on one applicant. Uh, this will be useful, so that we're there are going to be there are going to be more than one representative in an organization. So when they are going to be reviewing each applications for an opportunity, they may want to leave specific notes. They may want to leave notes for about each applicant. So we have completed that feature, and we have a post opportunity editable preview component, that feature that we have not finished yet. It needs some testing. After we finish the testing, we're going to deploy it, and it's going to be live. And also we're going to finalize. We are about to finalize our organization representative role, so that the company have multiple and multi-layer representatives that will be accessing that organization workspace. So these are our wins for the last week, and for this week. Our plans for the next week include we're going to fix and release the token expect issue on our Android on our iOS app, and we're going to finalize. We're going to finish the organization representative role, and also we're going to finish the web implementation for role-based access for organization admin and staff. And also we're going to finish editable preview for we're going to finish editable preview the post opportunity editable preview feature, and also we're going to fix the chatbot recommendation in the mobile to be in the app, so we can fix the chatbot the bugs that are occurring on our chatbot on Akil. So these are our plans, and these are our wins in our plans. So if you guys have any questions, I can answer that. So if not, I'm gonna leave this for Nardos. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Yosef, for the updates. Let's move to the next one, which is Skill Bridge, and it will be presented by Hewitt.
Okay, so for Skip Bridge, for our wins, we continued cleaning up the code base and also refactoring some features. Mainly the contest feature was our work for this week, and we tried to reach out our project manager. So I told Yari it was our project manager, so I was trying to reach out to him, but I found out that Asit is our project manager now, so I'll be reaching out to her next week. And for the backend side, so we had only one mobile member and one web member. So as we don't have a backend member, our web member started working on the backend. So he was trying to understand the code base and he starts fixing bugs. So the other one is he tried from the backend side, the SMS OTP verification was not working. So we are working on that. We had a discussion with previous backend member. So we'll try to finalize it next week. So for our next week plans, we'll try to discuss with our project manager and we'll be continuing fixing bugs on the backend side and also refactoring and cleaning up our code for the mobile. And if we had a discussion with our project manager, we'll try to review the latest APK with her. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Yvette, for the updates on skill breach. Let's move to the next core dev, which is rated, and the updates will be presented by Ashanafi.
Okay, Nardos, thank you. I will present this week weekly wins and next week plans for rated. This week wins actually. We will do research on a popular foodies in the world actually, and the next wins added restaurant name to the item review from a backend and finalize addressing the second round feedback on a mobile site. For the another wins, we implement an OTP integration for Telegram and WhatsApp, and the another from a website. Finalize the feedback from the review on landing page. For a plans, we have a plan for second round review session on a landing page and working on a bug on the backend and starting addressing the second round of feedback on a mobile site. This is actually our weekly wins and plans for Reddit. If you have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, thank you. Actually.
Okay, I think there are no questions. So thank you, Ashanafi, for the updates. Let's move to the next one, which is Prep Pro, and it will be presented by Heyman.
Hi, everybody. I hope you had a productive week. I am Heyman, and I will be presenting the weekly wins for the Prep Pro project. So, during the past week, we were able to accomplish two things. The first one is we were able to complete 80% of the mobile designs. We are left with some minor pages, but most of the core pages and the major features have been implemented. Designed. The other accomplishment would be we have successfully implemented two functionalities for the API. Those are the file upload module and the notification. These are what we completed. For next week, we are intending to make the next week a transition week between the design. We are planning to transit from the design phase to the web and the mobile implementation phase. So we will finalize the mobile designs and we will schedule a final design review with senior members and Emre. If we are left with only minor issues, we will continue initiating the front-end development. So this is from Prep Pro.
Okay, thank you, Heyman, for the updates on Prep Pro. Let's continue to the next one, and I think the last one, which is IMCI, and it will be presented by Abigail.
Hi everyone. So this is our weekly wins from IMCI team. So for this week, we have been doing some researches regarding on the rule engine and classification for IMCI, and these are the mainly backend for our system and the backbone. And we have been focusing on doing some researches on that. And after the research, we have started the implementation. We have built the rule evaluation module for structured input. And from the design side, we have finished the setting, profile, and notifications design for both mobile and the web. And we have refined the homepage, records, and lab result screens. And finally, we have completed the classification and counseling flows for to make it align with 2021 IMCI. These are our wins, and for the next week, we are planning to integrate the rule engine with assessment to produce classifications. This is the backend, and also for the design part, we are going to add lab test requests and result tests for the mobile and also the web. And we are going to refine the classification and the notifications. And also we are planning to run full tests and work on the feedback flows. So these are our wins and plans for the next week. If you have any question, I'm here, but thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Afamia. If there are no questions, let's move to the next one. It's the conclusive remark. I think I've seen Emre. Emre, do you want to give the conclusive remark?
Hi, Nardos. Thank you. Yes, I can also provide organizational updates. Like I was able to put together a short summary of what I have done during the US trip, as well as what's coming next for the next week. So can you please go back in the presentation, Nardos, to organizational updates? Thank you. So team, as you may know, over the last 2 weeks, I was away. So this time I was in the United States to attend some UN meetings in New York. And we took this as an opportunity to meet with some of the Bay Area folks as well. It has been about 10, 11 months since I didn't have a chance to go to US before. So when things were aligned, we thought we shouldn't miss this opportunity. And I can tell you that it was really great to connect with all those beautiful people and being part of important discussions which can affect the future of our organization as well. So first off, I was in New York and I have attended Global AI Summit planning meeting, which is organized by UNDP and Gates Foundation. And it was really nice because the topics that were discussed are what will be covered in Global AI Summit that will take place in India next year. I also had the chance to have a conversation with the Chief Digitalization Officer of UN. And again, he had a very busy agenda, but it was nice to have a discussion with him. So there was an event that was organized by MasterCard Foundation, which was more about governance, policy, industry, government relations. Like relatively speaking, I really enjoyed a lot more the first one than the second one. Because in the first one, the topic of discussions were about actions. In the second one, it was more of a conversation. Next, while I was in town, I also took this as a chance to meet some of the old great people that I have met throughout my career. First, Engin. Engin and I, we worked at Palantir back in 2014, 15, 13, 14, sorry. And he actually started the company in 2019, and they are doing pretty well. So we discussed what can be done about A2SV being self-sustainable, how it can gain attention in Bay Area among investors, etc. And his point was doubling down on the project side. Indeed, we can have a successful program which is empowering great founders that are going to build great technologies for Africa. So if we showcase this with our existing products, it's not going to be difficult to get attention of VC portfolios that are currently either ignoring or not giving much to Africa. Next, Bruno. He is a machine learning engineer at Liftoff. So he is still there. It's been a long time since I'm not there. In 2019, I've left Liftoff to start A2SV. And it was really, really nice to catch up with him. He's in New York. He was living in New York in the past, but he moved to Bay Area by the time we met. So it was nice to see that he's happy, he's productive, and we discussed the current state of challenges in mobile advertising. Next, Osman. So he works at Google Research, especially he works on projects related with AI. And again, it was nice to see him. I wish we had more time. So we didn't actually have usual discussions we were having about AI with Osman, hopefully next time. He is also another person who moved from Bay Area to New York. And last but not least, Omar. So he actually works at UNDP. And in one of the sessions, we ran into each other. And Omar had very, very good ideas in terms of how A2SV can distinguish itself from other organizations which are working on education in Africa. His suggestion was doubling down on us training the trainers. Because everybody trains students, but at A2SV, we have a system that is training the trainers. And indeed, this is valuable, and it is different than what everyone else is telling at the moment. So I am very happy that Omar gave such a beautiful suggestion. Next, so last week, starting from Saturday, I was in Bay Area. So from New York, I flew to SF, from SF through Amsterdam back to Kigali. And I had about 4 days in Bay Area. This was a short and sweet visit. So first off, I had the chance to meet Jeff Dean. It was really nice to see him after a while. He is very happy with the progress, and he is curious to see where the projects are going to come by Q1 2025. Indeed, we had a short time in which he joined our Academy Weekly meeting and met some of our great leaders on the education side. So next, I met Andy. Andy, he has been one of the first customers of Escalate, and he had multiple successful businesses in the past. He made a very interesting suggestion for project starts. And Clement, this is something that I want to run with you because it looks very promising. So imagine a tool that is designed to give you a starter code with the services you want from your software. And it is going to be functional. It is not going to be generated by AI on the fly. It has different modules that have been already implemented, and they are put together based on your request. This can actually increase the speed of us initiating new projects, even increasing the quality bar for, let's say, project phase projects in education. Because when people start coding in high quality code bases, it is easy to keep the standards high. But if you start from scratch, you may not be able to set the standards very high. So there are many interesting sides of this, and hopefully after the discussion next week, we can share it with you, team, and Clement, we can have our discussion later today or tomorrow. Next, Tom. So Tom has worked at Palantir and Google, and he started his own company after spending some time in cybersecurity field. So we had a nice conversation, but again, it was a short one. So we were in a group of 4. In that regard, wasn't able to get much updates from Tom, but for sure I will catch up with him online and see how things are going with him. And also I'm going to provide A2SV updates so that if he has any suggestions, we can integrate into our system. And last but not least, Werner. He is the guy who introduced me to Palo Alto Adult Soccer League. So somehow you can think of one of the very important characters in the history of A2SV. Because I met Jeff Dean in Palo Alto Adult Soccer League. So Werner actually finished his last job and he's doing some consultancy at the moment. And like Tom, I didn't have a very lengthy conversation with him. It was a nice catch up, and we decided to have a following conversation so that we are going to go into details of how we can potentially help each other. So I'm also curious to hear Werner's opinion because he actually worked in VCs for a long time. He wasn't a VC himself, but he has been in those companies for a long time. So I'm sure he knows a lot about the current trends and how we can actually approach to those companies in the near future after making our projects investable. Cool. So team, in terms of updates, yes, it was high pace, jet lagged 2 weeks, and then I had to come back here. Again, I got another round of jet lag. So for a few days, please excuse my slowness. But after a few days, hopefully by Monday, I'm going to be back up and running. Yes. So before we switch to the plans, first I want to ask the team, like anything you want to add, any conversation that you want to hear more details about? All right. If not, we can continue with the plans for the next week. So team, about the relocation, I'm so happy to see the progress on the ground. Clement, thank you very much. The office space really looks beautiful, but this time we don't want to, let's say, break the surprise for our members who are about to come here next week. In that regard, we are not going to show you how beautiful it is, team. But believe me, it's looking really great. So in the rooms, there are a few things that are going to be finalized. Just a few rooms are missing, some trash bins, some soap holders, etc. But mainly everything is ready. So we are going to have our walkthrough with the landlord, hopefully on Monday, and officially take over the place. And in terms of flight tickets, so team, usually Saturdays are the best days, and there were last minute changes, which definitely makes it a lot more difficult to finalize the deal with the airline company. So finally, today, I get the green lights from Clement and Dave. We will be able to go ahead and do the purchases later today. I really don't want to leave it to tomorrow. Fleury is trying to reach out to Clement. Maybe after FSF Daily, we can reach out to him and hopefully finalize it today. So everybody who is about to come, please get ready. We will announce the date today, but most probably it is going to be next Saturday. Clement, you may have the last intels whether about the flight ticket date for the first group. Like, do you know what date Fleury was suggesting?
So let me see. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes.
So the first group, the first person is coming from Ghana on 6th. The second person is coming on 7th from Nigeria. The group is coming on 10th October. That's 13 people from Ethiopia. And then from there, other dates will keep following.
Okay, beautiful. So 10th of October. So it's not Saturday, but Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And Tim, as soon as we confirm, we are going to share the information, the details with you. So make sure that you are going to have what is needed. Your passport, your police clearance report, your yellow fever vaccination certificate, and obviously your tag. Cool. So, as we have been talking, we are preparing to welcome the first group in Kigali next week, Tim. And we will also continue ground operation hires. Maybe Clement, could you please tell us about the current progress, who we already hired and who are we planning to hire?
Sorry, Emre, there was a little bit of noise. Maybe let me come and use your laptop, right?
Yeah, sure. Feel free to come.
Okay.
All right, Clement, basically I was giving the updates about ground operation hires. So who did we hire already and who we are looking to hire next week?
So as of now, on top of my head, I don't know the exact names, but I believe we've made roughly 6 new hires, and in the next week we have 4 more candidates, and through those 4 more, no, sorry, 6 more candidates. In those 6 more candidates, we have 4 from Ethiopia and 2 from Rwanda, and in total of those 6, we are looking for 4 candidates out of them. So this is the current state on the technical side of the new hires.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And team, last but not least, University of Rwanda MOU. Since there were some trips that actually got injected into my agenda, we pushed it, but we finalized the details and hopefully we'll sign the MOU with University of Rwanda next week as well. So these are the updates from the organizational end. And if you had reached out to me, let's say in the last week, you may not have heard back from me because I was just having a very busy agenda in the US, trying to catch the flights and make here on time to Kigali. I have done, but I still didn't have the energy to process the messages. Hopefully later today, I'm going to do that. Thanks for your understanding. So any questions or points, team? All right, if not, let me also give my conclusive remarks. Team, what I'm hearing from all these great connections I have in the US, in London, in different parts of the world, we have a beautiful mission. Yes, due to some external reasons, also some internal reasons, we had to go through some tough times. But now what we do is shining. The numbers we have are not, let's say, dreams. They are not ideas, they are realities. So in that regard, we just need to survive a little more so that all the revenue streams are going to be unlocked as well. But to do that, we really need to give our best to our operations. So yes, every time there may be some reasons, we all fall, but we get up, we continue running. This is the way to go in life, and I'm so happy to be part of such great like-minded people to make great progress and get A2SV projects as well as education to the highest highs. Thank you very much. Get excited for what's coming in Kigali. Nardos, do we have the code?
Yeah, we do.
Thank you. Oh, today's quote comes from Napoleon Hill. He is actually one of my favorite authors. He has many great personal development books. Highly recommend it to everybody. If you want to see some books that are written in the old times that contain principles that still rule the life, definitely you can start from his books. So, what does he say? First off, it's not supposed to finish with the comma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now let's take a look. If you can't yet do great things, do small things in a great way. So Tim, this is beautiful, especially for the second part, because I really don't see anybody doing something great in one day. Nobody's one day is full of greatness. Nobody's one day, even Elon Musk's one day doesn't create greatness, Tim. But consecutive n days of Elon Musk definitely creates greatness. The same applies to Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, so many brilliant people that you can see in many different industries. So we really need to understand, we do small things. We always do small things. You always live one day in your life every day. but you live one day. So approach that day as that small thing and do it in a great way. Like remember, you are in a competition with yourself. And in every little action, you actually choose how much value you are going to get out of 1 unit time. Because everything else you can take back in life. Somehow you give your money, but you cannot get your time back. I haven't seen any rich person who is able to buy more youth. Is there anybody in this room who's going to accept Warren Buffett's all wealth in exchange of getting his age? You are going to be 90 something, but you're going to have billions of dollars. Anyone in the room? Raise your hand if you accept the deal. So if you're not accepting the deal, you are smart. And as a smart person, I want you to realize your life is valuable. Your time is valuable. You are surrounded with other great people. So let's continue doing small things in a great way, team. And you will see. We are going to be so great. We are going to be so shiny that it won't be ignored anymore. Thank you very much, Steve. It feels great to be back. Thanks for having me.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Embry, for the conclusive remarks and organizational updates. Have a good weekend, everyone.
See you.